Today's Morning First Alert Weather Show is brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law.
Happy Friday, Mid-Michigan. You've made it through the work week here, and as we close out the work week today, we're still tracking some damp weather and then eventually a cool down on the way for the upcoming weekend. And really that cool down is going to be one of the big stories here going forward. The 40s that we've gotten pretty used to here over the last week, well, that is going to be going away for a little while. So we still have some temps today that are right near 40, pretty much the last time we're expecting to see this for at least a week. But also as we go into the weekend, not only are we tracking the cooler temps, but we are tracking some snow showers in the forecast too. So also kind of the complete 180 from the rain that we've been seeing the last couple of days as well. I actually do want to first alert you to the fact that we have made some changes to that weekend forecast. Most notably, the chance of these snow showers is going up a little bit more. What we're expecting to happen here is some lake effect that develops later on into the evening today, and that'll hold on through tonight, and it'll be with us through much of the weekend too. If you do have any plans this weekend, maybe you just have some errands that you're running or doing a little bit of traveling around, I will say with temps in the mid-30s tomorrow and then still likely above freezing for a little bit on Sunday, I wouldn't expect major issues with our roads. I think a lot of them will actually still fare pretty okay. Road salt's very effective in these temperatures. However, by the end of the weekend, I think we will have some new snow accumulations once again. One of the best ways to think about this weekend's snow showers is the fact that it's kind of like an early season snowfall again, like a late October or November snow. We've had all the snow, at least the snowpack gone. We've had some warmer days. That very, very top layer of ground has thawed just a little bit. But as we go into the weekend, at least initially here, some of these accumulations might struggle, but eventually we will start to see those accumulations adding up just a little bit more. But again, kind of think of this like a early season snowfall for our area. I'll go back to the planner though, just to show you that the chance of snow showers is going to be around for pretty much the entire weekend. At almost any given point, there's going to be some potential for some snow to be falling in our area. And it's all just because of that lake effect. The pattern's just setting up kind of right for this as we go throughout both days this weekend. I'll actually go ahead and show you the snow totals too before we get into the hour by hour. Not expecting a lot of snow. We're only talking about 1 to 2 inches here. But just given the warm weather recently, it is just kind of, again, a bit of a shock, especially after this kind of taste of spring that we've had recently. But it is February after all still. Most of Mid-Michigan should be able to pick up at least an inch of snow by the end of the weekend. So these totals right here on your screen are through 8 o'clock on Sunday. So that's also something to keep in mind, that this is a running total that includes everything from tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. If anybody happens to see closer to 2 inches, that's more likely around the usual lake effect areas. So we're talking places like Houghton Lake, West Branch, Rose City, East Tawas. I think you could even include Bad Axe into that as well, because some of this may stretch across the Saginaw Bay. So areas that more persistently see the snow throughout the weekend, that's where you have that likelihood of having totals coming up a little bit closer to 2 inches. Another thing worth mentioning with this though is kind of like I was mentioning with the roads, I do really think most of these accumulations will just be on elevated surfaces, so cars or patio, if you have a patio, roofs, and then even on your lawn as well. But given these warm temps recently, I really do think the snow will struggle to stick, at least initially, on a lot of those roadways. So again, that's at least faring a little bit better for our roads, but I would definitely travel with some caution throughout the weekend here, just because of the fact that we are heading back to some snow showers once again. But let's go ahead and check out the hour by hour just to kind of time all of this out. We have the rain moving through right now, and I'll take you to the radar here in just a little bit, but I do want to focus on the weekend first. So as we go into the afternoon today, you see the system starting to wrap around, perhaps a few snow showers trying to start this afternoon towards our southern areas, but really I do think we'll start to see the snow picking up a little bit more by the evening and as we go into tonight. So this is at about 10 o'clock this evening. You see a couple of those snow showers just picking up near the Saginaw Bay. And then more of these snow showers start to really kind of band up here as we go throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. So that's at about 8 in the morning tomorrow. At least initially, the focus of these snow showers is going to be on our northern counties. So again, those communities like Houghton Lake, Rose City, and Whittemore. As we keep fast forwarding through Saturday, you'll see how this lake effect band kind of wants to shift to the south a little bit more. So now you have Midland, Bay City, Caro kind of coming into the mix here, and then it just keeps trying to drift a little bit farther south. I do think, honestly, as far south as Birch Run this weekend, you even might be able to pick up some snow showers from this activity as it moves through. Now, once we go into Sunday, it's still just more of the same kind of pattern again. You just have some of these lake effect bands kind of streaming across our area. There will definitely be breaks in the snow showers from time to time as well, but definitely overall, just looking at the hour by hour, it's a bit of a different story than what we've been used to this week with the warmer temps and with the rain. And then we should see most of this starting to wind down and come to an end by Sunday evening. And as we go into Sunday night, perhaps just a few lingering snow showers, especially in the northern thumb, by Sunday night or early Monday morning. So that's what leads to those 1 to 2 inch totals for the weekend. But in the meantime here, we are still tracking some rain that we currently have moving across our area. So there's that first alert pinpoint Doppler. We've had rain moving from south to north. The coverage at least was initially kind of broken when it moved in really early this morning at around 3 or 4. We saw the coverage really starting to pick up during the mid-morning, and that's what's led to all of these wet conditions pretty much anywhere north of Saginaw throughout the morning. And even right now in Bad Axe and Port Hope, you still have some rain falling. Now, these areas that do currently have rain, I will say with this that you likely only have about another hour, maybe 2 hours left for these rain showers because they are moving northward, and you can see we really don't have too much area left in the TV5 viewing area for the rain to move through. We're pretty much just kind of at that last tier of counties up north. So really for the rest of the morning, if you're up north, I would expect the rain. Some areas like Mount Pleasant or Elma, for example, you should be done with the rain for a little while. And at this point, it's more so just waiting for those lake effect snow showers to wrap around and pick up as we go towards this upcoming evening. But the addition of the snow showers for the weekend and really just kind of the enhancement of the snow shower chances this weekend, that's really the big story here as we go forward through the next couple of days, and has definitely been one of the larger adjustments to the forecast here for the near term as well. We're also tracking some wind for later today, though, as the system starts to spin its way out of mid-Michigan, and then, of course, those cooling temperatures as well. So we'll take a break here just real quick, and then when we come back from this break, we'll go ahead and talk a bit more about the wind and those temperatures going forward as well. Alrighty, welcome back from that break. So we're still tracking some wind for this afternoon and evening, and then some cooling temperatures ahead of us in the forecast as well. I also just want to mention that I am tracking the Facebook live stream here. So if you do have any weather reports to share, or if you just want to say hi too, feel free. I can see them here in the comments. Just good morning to Cherry Hetrick from Gladwin, saying that they have a little bit of flooding again in Gladwin. Thank you for the report. I know you were mentioning this just the other day too on Wednesday with all that rain moving through, and that is one of the things about the ground right now. Again, even though the very top layer of ground has thawed just a little bit, there is still quite a bit of frost underneath that, so the rain just really doesn't have much of an area to soak in, so we're relying a lot on just runoff into rivers and streams and lakes right now for this rainfall that we've been getting. But in regard to the rest of the day today, as this system sort of rotates out of mid-Michigan, we do expect some wind to pick up. And I will say the majority of the stronger wind gusts, these are going to be throughout southern Michigan, so places like Kalamazoo or Jackson or Ann Arbor. But there is a wind advisory from southern Michigan that has been extended up into Shiawassee, Genesee, and Lapeer counties. So if you're located in Durand or Flint or Metamora, you do have a chance, a little bit of a greater chance at seeing some of these gusts that could reach up to about 40 to 45 miles per hour, and it will be more of a southwest, maybe even a westerly wind as well, but generally I'd say more of a southwest wind as these gusts pick up throughout the afternoon. And these will be here really into the evening. So the advisory doesn't expire until 9 o'clock this evening. It is worth noting with this, though, that as you go north through mid-Michigan, the gusts are expected to be at least a little bit slower than those southern counties. No doubt still breezy here as we go throughout the rest of the day, because even in the Bay region or the Tri-Cities specifically, I'd expect some gusts up to about 35 miles per hour. And then we have some gusts up to 25 for our northern communities like West Branch or Whittemore. But it is worth noting here that we do expect more wind to start to pick up as we go throughout the remainder of the day. So especially in our advisory counties to the south, say if you're in Grand Blanc and your trash can's outside, you may end up seeing it tipped over by the end of the day or even possibly blown across the yard a little bit too. So those gusts will be picking up here pretty shortly over the next couple of hours. And with the system leaving, and this is where we see the snow showers coming in over the weekend too, this is where we have that cooler weather on the way. So right now, if you look at the bottom right corner of your screen, showing 43 degrees, this is about the warmest it will be for the rest of today. In fact, as we go into the afternoon, I would expect temps to actually steadily start falling. So could be one of those days today where the high is during the late morning or right around lunchtime. So we'll pretty much see temperatures just slowly falling down into the 30s again, a low of about 32 tonight and then 35 for the high tomorrow. So we actually won't really see too much in the way of temperature movement through the day. Just kind of steady temps on Saturday, 27 tomorrow night, and then 33 on Sunday. So some of these temps, at least for some of us, the temperatures this weekend are going to be almost 20 degrees colder than what we've experienced the last couple of days. Some of us were lucky enough to see some 50s a couple of different times through this week. So definitely turning colder again, and I know it is always tempting when we have kind of this false spring to want to start putting away the winter jacket again, but hope you didn't do that just yet, because still colder weather on the way for the weekend. And then as we go into early next week, Monday and Tuesday, high of 29 and then 28 coming in as well. And we will likely see some temps returning to the 30s on Wednesday, Thursday, and then maybe even Friday of next week too. But it does just kind of look like the 40s that we've had here for the last week. Those are going to be gone for a little while, likely for the foreseeable future. So just be prepared for some of this cooler weather to move back in. And I am seeing in the comments here, Scott McIntyre saying temperatures still better than negative temperatures. And I do agree with that. This isn't going to be a real Arctic blast of cold air like we saw in January. If you remember those last couple of weeks of January and even the first week of this month, we had all those days where we had single-digit temps, highs sometimes only in the teens, a lot of sub-zero wind chills, so it won't quite be that cold, which is definitely good. But just the 40s that we've had here, that'll definitely be coming to an end for a little while. And also, good morning to you, Scott, reporting that the rain is slowing down in the Thumb. Garrett in Owasso saying that it is just cloudy there. And Josh Millington saying that it's just cloudy there as well. So thank you guys for the reports. Appreciate that. And I'll actually take you back over to the radar too. We can certainly see that some of those spots like Owasso, you just have some cloud coverage, and then even around Millington, just some clouds too. So most of that rain now moving up into Huron County, which even there, like Scott was saying, that rain is starting to slow down. The rain really is just focused on our sort of northern tier of counties at this point. Cherry, Hetrick, and Gladwin also saying that some of the streets in town are flooding just a little bit. Appreciate the report. And Janice saying super windy in Saginaw Township. Gusts are going on here also had to cancel plans for today. Sorry to hear about your plans there, Janice. The wind is definitely going to be sticking around for the rest of the day from here. And then Nick also saying windy in New Lothrop, cloudy with just a touch of sun. I'll actually go back over to the weekend forecast too. In regard to the wind, it won't be quite as gusty tomorrow. Northwest wind, most of those speeds just up to about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And then on Sunday, we're expecting those gusts to reach up to about 20 miles per hour. So you could still say a little bit breezy there even on Sunday. However, I wouldn't expect the gusts on Sunday to be quite as strong as today. So these really strong wind gusts, especially the advisory level gusts, are really just going to be focused on today in the forecast. So we will catch just a little bit of a relief from some of these wind gusts as we go into the weekend. But just wanted to share that with you guys too, in case you do have some weekend plans coming up ahead of you. Super appreciate all the reports in the Facebook comments too. You'll kind of enjoy this quieter but cloudy stretch of weather for this lunch period here, and then eventually we are going to start to see a few snow showers trying to pick up later this afternoon and then towards dinner time. So I'd say especially at about 3, 4, or 5 o'clock, then more of these isolated to scattered lake effect snow showers will continue to pick up as we go into tonight and the weekend. But that's all we have for you for now with this morning's First Alert Weather Show. Be sure to tune in to First Alert meteorologist Diane Phillips at noon today on air at TV5. And then we also have First Alert meteorologist Stone Schaefer with another First Alert weather show on all of these same live stream channels. That'll be at 2 o'clock this afternoon as well. So be sure to tune in to them later on today. But hope that you have a great Friday, that you stay warm and stay dry especially too. And I hope that you have a great weekend ahead of you as well. Take care.